Hi, I'm Dr. Park, and today I want to talk about how to build your relationship with an adult child who just moved back home because of COVID 19 or whatever the reason is. And if we do it right, we might even build a better relationship. We became empty nesters living more than 7 years ago. And after they left, we've been waiting for them to come home. And when they visit us, we were complete again as a family. And we were so used to doing everything for them. But as an adult, when they came, they were very cooperative, helping with the housework, cooking together, talking and laughing, and enjoying great meal together, and sometimes sharing a craft beer and some great wines. And we also celebrated each other's accomplishments. And then we had an outbreak of COVID 19. And this affected every family that I know and destroyed everybody's life as we know it. Our Rachel had to work in the hospital, putting herself in the risk. And when we heard about her colleagues getting infected by COVID 19, it was a horror story. And since March, we were not able to hug or kiss our daughter Rachel. And our son Joseph was working in Chicago. And in March, when this all started, he came to visit us for just 1 week. And then within that week, number of COVID-19 exploded in Chicago. So ever since he was working from home, and in July he moved back home. And now he's working from home and meeting his friends from home. We realized this can be a happy ending or very sad ending. When Joseph moved back home, we didn't realize how much time has changed everybody. We were thinking of Joseph before he left home. But as an MIT graduate, he was respected in society and among his peers. And Joseph was expecting a super dad and super mom as before. But after age 50, we felt the age catching up to us. Well, we're not strong as we used to be. And Joseph lived in his own world and space for the last 7 years. So instead of telling him what to do or how to do it, I started to ask him what his thoughts were. And by doing this, we were able to understand each other better and communicate better. We also realized we had to give him his own space where he felt comfortable and secure, and respect his working schedule and his lifestyle. Yes, that includes him playing games on his free time. But I realized we had to have solution and plan for us to be happy together and possibly even building a stronger bond. So first, we decided to focus on things that we are grateful for, such as living in a great home, in a quiet community where we could walk all we want, and the fact that we are all still working, and the best of all is mom's cooking and her baking and her desserts with all the best ingredients. We heard many sad ending stories when the adult kids moved back home due to the pandemic, and some of the kids end up moving back out. So we asked ourselves a question: is it more frustrating for us or for our child who had to move back home? Let's face it, they're the one who had to say goodbye to their friends and also leave their home. So we decided to make a schedule where everybody can be happy and have some things to look forward to. First, let's talk about the daily schedule. First thing in the morning, we will walk 3 miles a day as a family, have a breakfast with a great latte, and then Joseph starts to work, and then we would have a great lunch, and at 3 o'clock we would have a tea or coffee with an awesome dessert, and at 7 we would have a great dinner together, and after dinner Joseph would take care of the dishes. After that, me and Joseph would have very competitive ping pong game, and whoever wins the 4 games wins the tournament. After the ping pong tournament, we will play a game or two of pool depending on the time. And at 9:30, we will watch Netflix as a family for an hour. And at 11, we will pray as a family and then give each other a kiss and hugs and then fall asleep. Now our weekly plan. We weight train 3 times a week, and every Wednesday night and Saturday night we would enjoy a wine or beer or both, but mom set the limitation where we could have 2 small bottles of beer and 1 glass of wine. And Saturday night we would barbecue a lot and listen to music, talk about the old days, and sometimes go through the old photos and really have good time. And we would also talk about how to improve and encourage each other. Now let's talk about the weekend. In the morning of the weekend, Joseph would help us with the garden work and clean his room and the bathroom, and then he's free to do whatever he wants. Also, I had an idea of having a family business so we could work together and they really learn from each other. So we as a family started an internet business, and we don't always agree with each other, but we have a lot of good ideas from each other. And with some degree of difficulties, we learned to work together. And we work as a family on every Saturday morning for 2 hours. And Joseph also voluntarily offered to pay half of our grocery, which we gladly accepted. And since he was saving so much money from his rent, he offered to pay his rent, which we tell him no, because this is your home. So do we have a perfect life during this quarantine time? No, we have our difficulties, but we are trying as a family to build stronger bonds and for the brighter future. If not, you might just witness the destruction of the family. And broken hearts are very hard to mend.